Hello everybody in the Air Cadet organisation, this is your Commandant speaking. We're taking the opportunity this year to modernise our communications and actually do a Christmas video, which I haven't done before. And the idea of this short little film is to give you an overview of 2015, a little roundup of what we've been doing over the last year, and perhaps more importantly looking forward to 2016 and our 75th anniversary next year. A few things I'd like to touch on as I bring the year to a close. We have some very exciting news that will hopefully be breaking in the next week or so, and that is to announce that we're going to have a new royal patron who will be asked to look after and support and endorse the work of the Air Cadet organisation. So it's probably worth at this point, I can't tell you who that is, but I can certainly say a huge thank you on behalf of the organisation to His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh, who has committed no less than nearly 64 years as our Air Commodore-in-Chief. So if you're listening, sir, thank you so much for everything you've done to promote the Air Cadets and youth, and in particular your Duke of Edinburgh Award Scheme over the last 64 years. As many of you will know, the ATC was formed in 1941, and it was originally the Air Defence Cadet Corps, and when turned into the Air Training Corps, and we were training many thousands of young teenagers, at that stage only men I have to add, to work towards joining the Royal Air Force and supporting the war effort. Now in 2015, looking forward to 2016, the environment has changed, but the core values of the Air Cadet organisation remain exactly the same. We are training future citizens, future leaders, future team workers, and it's a great privilege to be in command of that organisation. As we've modernised the syllabus since 1941 in the last year, we brought in new activities. For example, some of you will have had the opportunity to go on cyber training. We have a new blue badge in communications, and many of you, many hundreds of you, are now wearing the blue badge earned on camps this summer in the new cyber syllabus. And a small number of you had the opportunity to go to #1 radio school at RAF Cosford and earn your gold or even platinum badges in cyber. Another area of new activity was working with the RAF youth engagement teams and talking about STEM, science, technology, engineering and maths. A big need in the community and in wider society for young people with these skill sets. We believe that we have many youngsters in the Air Cadet organisation who would be interested in careers using STEM skills. So many of you, again several hundred, have had the chance this year to go on camps and experience some STEM activity with some very highly qualified STEM ambassadors. This year we also saw the first of a large-scale drill and ceremonial camp and a trial of an aerospace camp. So there's been lots of new activity which we hope is going to take us forward into the future with the foundations for new modern syllabus. I turn of course to one area that hasn't been quite so successful for us. I can't avoid talking about it, and that's the pause of the glider fleets. It has been hugely challenging, very frustrating, but I promise you everybody is working as hard as they can to get the glider fleets airborne again, particularly to contribute to our 75th anniversary events. So bear with us. I know there are many of you out there who are struggling with the inability to go gliding and flying, but I promise you we're doing our best to get as many of you airborne as possible. Another area perhaps of success to celebrate is many of you have had the chance to meet with our Honorary Ambassador, Honorary Group Captain Carol Vorderman, MBE. And again, Carol, if you're watching this video, a huge thank you from everybody who's had the chance to meet with you. You've been a fantastic ambassador for us. You've attended many events, and I know that many hundreds of cadets and not a few staff have got selfies of you on their phones. Thank you for your forbearance. We look forward to working with you next year. A key message from any youth organisation at the end of a year is to look back and assess whether we have managed to do what we all intend to do, and that is to deliver a safe cadet experience. And I'm proud to report that for all the weekends and all the holiday activities that our people have been delivering, cadets have been kept safe and well, safeguarded against any harm, and I'm very proud that we have an incredibly strong safety record across the organisation. And for that, I thank my staff and volunteers who are always keeping an eye out, making sure that cadet activity is as safe as it possibly can be. We've been very fortunate. The MOD, the Royal Air Force, continues to invest in the Air Cadets. They see us as a very powerful force for good, and a sign of investing in our volunteers this year was the opening of a new adult training facility at Cranwell. And some of you will recall we were honoured to have the Vice Chief of Defence Staff came to Cranwell to open our new facility in the summer. I also would like to thank the charities for their support over the last year, in particular the Charitable Trust, who've donated enough funds to provide for us 25 state-of-the-art, what we would call flight simulators. The official term is part-task trainers, but most of those have now arrived on the VGSs, the Volunteer Gliding Squadrons, and are enabling cadets to undergo basic flying training and simulated air experience, awaiting, of course, going airborne in the real thing. I'd like to thank RAFA, the RAF Association, and also British Aerospace, and many others who've made donations to us to enable us to carry on with our marketing activity, and in particular publishing the Air Cadet magazine. So looking forward to 2016, our 75th anniversary for the ATC. So many events planned, it's getting very exciting. It starts on ATC Sunday, which is the 7th of February, and we have events planned ranging from church services through to VIP receptions, exhibitions in the museums. We have sports challenges, we have a cross-channel swim, we have a baton relay, we have a cyber camp, we have an aerospace camp, we have a band camp, everything building up to a fantastic parade and a music extravaganza celebrating the talents of the cadets and the staff who support them. So I think next year is going to be extremely exciting. It will give us an opportunity to raise the profile of the Air Cadets and just shout from the rooftops how good this organisation is, how incredible the young people are, and how amazing the adult volunteers who make it possible. Obviously, as part of the campaign for next year to celebrate our 75th, one of the underlying themes is recruitment. We are hopeful that by raising the profile of the organisation, we can bring in many more adult volunteers to help deliver the Air Cadet experience, and through that enabling even more cadets to enjoy the cadet experience, develop those skills that we all think are so important. I would like to take this opportunity now to thank every single one of my staff members, but also in particular my adult volunteers. No matter what role you're playing, this year has been a very challenging one, very busy, and yet you continue to give. Week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out. Many of you devoting your lifetime to supporting the Air Cadets. You are our lifeblood. Without you, we wouldn't have an organisation. So thank you for everything that you do, and I hope you're going to continue to volunteer throughout 2016 and long into the future, because without you, we couldn't have an Air Cadet experience. So I close now by thanking you all for taking the time to look at this little video, to wish you a happy, safe, enjoyable and relaxing festive season, and to look forward to working with you again in 2016 and long into the future. Merry Christmas, everybody.